Hi, everybody, and a tremendous Wednesday afternoon to you as we come your way from Sam Harvey Field on the campus of Glendale High School. But again, not really sure how long we're going to be broadcasting if you're joining us, because we got a game today between the Nitros and the Village Christian Crusaders. It was a game that was added to the schedule recently. This is supposed to be the makeup game, as the South Pasadena Tigers versus the Glendale Nitros game earlier in the season was rained out. But we have no umpires. So this game probably isn't even going to count because there are no umpires. So do we even want to continue with the broadcast over a game that means absolutely nothing? So we are here at Glendale High School, and again, no umpires, and they're going to play the game. So it's a meaningless game without umpires. Let's hope nobody gets hurt. And here we go. Yeah, I guess. So we got, Nate Burke on the mound, Ryan Kataoka behind the plate, David Edom at third, Darian Jenks at short, Ethan Aldretti at second, Thomas Kovarik at first, Seth Harley in left, Adrian Cole in center, Joel Leone in right. And I guess we've got catchers calling balls and strike. So Danny Veloz leading things off. The pitch is low, ball one, I think. Don't really know. Did he say strike? I don't know. I don't even know if we should carry on with this. That's a strike. We could leave the Mevo running so people can watch it, but the audio broadcast, we could probably just cancel it. I think it's 1-1. The next pitch swinging, there's a line drive base hit in the left field. Seth Harley gets it back in. That's a base hit. I think the other reason why we're probably playing this game is because apparently there's a scout here that wants to see a player or two off of Village, so that's why they're playing too. By the dude standing off to my right. So Veloz at first. That brings up Ricky Perez. So Burke on the season. Let's find his pitching stats. Give him his due. Pitch to Perez is high. So Burke on the season, he's 1-1 with an ERA of 3.50. 20 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 8 walks. That's actually good numbers right there. 22 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 2 hit batters. 1-1 with an ERA of 3.50. Swinging, there's a ground ball to short. Jenks bobbles it. His place to first in time, and I don't know, is he out? I guess he's out at first, says somebody. Advancing to second is Veloz. Again, we have no umpires, so this game isn't going to count towards anything. It was supposed to be a makeup game. Village is off this week, actually. They're in a league, the Olympic League, that has an odd number of teams. And so they have a bye week, and I guess they wanted to add a game. And since Glendale lost a game to the Rain versus South Pasadena, they decided to make one up today. And so not only are we playing the game, but there's no umpires, so again, it's not going to count. The pitch was in there for a strike to Asagura. So the Nitros come in 3-15-1 overall with a team ERA of 7.14. Breaking ball missing outside as the catcher squeezes his pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. If you want to follow along, we have it on Facebook.com/Edom Rocks Radio, and that hits the batter. And Asagura will take first, being hit by the pitch. And that brings up Nick Walker. I think we've got some stats here on Village. Might as well go ahead and use them since we did the prep on it. Nick Walker wearing number 13. He is a right-handed batter. He comes in hitting .227 on the season. So we've got a runner at second. That's Veloz. We've got a runner at first. That's Asagura. Veloz, or maybe it's Veloz. Let's go with Veloz. Veloz with a single. Asagura with hit by a pitch. Perez grounded out between the two. The pitch runs inside to Walker. So 1-0 the count to Walker, 227 hitter with 5 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Of those 5 hits, he has 3 doubles, so his slugging percentage is really high. That's his on-base percentage, 543. There goes the runner to the third. The throw down to David in time. They've got him. But they call him safe because the village coach is calling the outs and safe at third base, so give it to your team. Going into second is Asagura. So you've got second and third now for Village. Walker at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Again, no umpires, so this game isn't really counting towards anything. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner to the plate. And I guess he's safe. So that'll be a run scored, even though he was thrown out at third. Advancing to third is Asagura, so the run scores on the wild pitch. So we've got a runner at third with 1 out. 1-2 the count to the batter at the plate. The pitch outside to Burke, or from Burke, to Walker. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Burke working from the stretch, delivers, and the pitch swung on and missed. Kataoka misses the ball. It goes to the backstop, and everybody's safe. So a strikeout will be credited to Burke. And then the error on the catcher is how a drop third strike goes. Actually goes as a strikeout in the books. And then an E2. Kind of makes it tough on the catcher because most of the time pitchers with 2 strikes are going to throw a curveball in the dirt. But again, it's the responsibility of the catcher to catch it or at least block it and throw the runner out at first. So in this case, we've got a runner at first and third for Eric Asagura. And the pitch over for a strike from Burke. So this Asagura, a senior, hitting .326 with 15 hits on the season. He does have 13 runs driven in. Of those 15 hits, 4 of them are doubles. He scored 9 times. The pitch taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He has 2 home runs on the season as well. A left-handed batter at the plate. Middle infielders double play depth. Kovarik holding the runner on at first. Edom even with the bag. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball. No throw down to second. Yeah. And a stolen base for Walker. The Nitros on Monday, they lost to Muir by a score of 8-3. Part of that, in part, due to the fact that Muir stole 9 bases. They were 9 of 9 in stolen bases. So a walk would actually lead to a man in scoring position on the very next pitch. Check swing. He went around, but who knows if they called it to the plate because we have no umpires. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Asagura. Nick Rolls on deck. Infield playing in, swinging. There's a drive into right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to score 2. That's going to go to the fence or to the brick wall out there. So 2 runs come across on the double by Asagura. And that makes it 3-0. One out, 3 runs across for Eric Asagura. That's second base with a double, and that brings up Nick Rolls. He's a junior hitting .405 on the season, 17 hits. He has 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 12 runs scored. Here's the pitch from Burke. Was that a strike? I don't know. It looked like a strike to me. Guess the catcher squeezing his pitcher calls it a ball. Again, no umpires. So a game that was supposed to be played today as a real game is now just a scrimmage to pretty much showcase Village's players to a scout that allegedly is here. Pitch was high, 2-0. Kenny Aceves on deck for the Crusaders. Some of you might be familiar with Coach Casey, Village head coach. Also Dave Miller, part of the coaching staff for Village. They were both here at Glendale at one point. Swinging, there's a fly ball down the right field line. That's back out of play. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs across for Village here in the top of the first inning. We've got 1 out. That was Perez grounding out to shortstop on the 6-3 double play. Well, it should have been a double play, but Jenks kind of bobbled it at short. His only play was to first. Burke working from the stretch with a runner on at second. Aldretti playing second base, I believe for the first time today. That's thrown behind the batter. And the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. So the Nitros will take on Muir tomorrow in Game 2 of their 2-game set for the 2018 Pacific League campaign. Looking for their first league win. Muir has now won 4 in a row as the pitch runs high and tight for ball 4 and Rolls draws the walk. First walk offered up by Burke. Again, his record's 1-1 with an ERA of 3.50. He's given up 3 runs here in the first inning, but I'm not going to count. Just turns out to be a scrimmage game. In league play, he has an ERA of 3.75 in 5 2/3 innings pitched. Pitch over for strike on the outside corner to Aceves. Wearing number 24 for the Crusaders, a junior hitting .365. 23 hits on the season, 2 doubles. 8 runs driven in, 11 runs scored. Swings at the next pitch, comes up empty. Down in the count now, 0-2. So now officially, only 5 games left in the season. Tomorrow against Muir, 2 next week against CV, and the final 2 against Hoover. Curveball swinging popped up towards left center field. Don't know why that fired off, but that's par for the course today. Center fielder Cole makes the catch. We've got 2 down. Segura still at second, Rolls at first. That brings up Lorenzo Benefield, a left-handed batter wearing number 8, a senior hitting .222. 8 hits, 4 runs scored. Takes a pitch over for a strike. He's the 8th batter to come to the plate here this inning. The Nitros in the first inning of ball games this year, they've given up 20 runs. They've only scored 14. They scored a couple runs in the first inning at Muir, which snapped a 21-inning scoreless streak. The pitch to Benefield outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Burke is ready and deals, and the pitch inside. That gets away from the catcher. That will allow the runners to advance on the wild pitch. Segura goes to third, and Rolls goes to second. Nitros, they scored 2 at Arcadia, or I guess it was home here, versus Arcadia. And then they were shut out at Arcadia, at Pasadena, home against Pasadena. And then they got 3 runs and a loss to Muir on Monday. They were outscored 78-8 over the last 7 games going into that Muir game. No, that includes the Muir game. They've been outscored 78-8 in the last 7 games altogether. Hey, you know, umpire shows up. Yeah, Ryan Katoka. So now do we have so is this one of the Village coaches that showed up with a umpire thing on or something? Still can't see how this counts as a real game. Pitch outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Burke is ready and deals, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Rolls at second. Segura down the line at third. 3 runs across in the inning. There's the payoff pitch. Swinging, that's fouled off down the third base line. That's back out of play. And we'll do it again. Nitros, they defeated Desert Christian 19-2. Then they had the tie with Foothill Tech. But I guess they got their first win of the season in walk-off fashion over Monroe, 5-4. Then they beat Paramount 7-4. Swinging, there's a fly ball, shallow left field coming in. The left fielder Hartley is there to make the catch. And the inning comes to a close. But for the Crusaders, they pick up 3 runs. They do that on 2 hits, no Nitro errors, and 2 men left on. At the end of half an inning, in that mythical first inning, Crusaders pick up 3. Although if we had a base umpire, probably would have had an out at third base. So we'll go to the bottom of the first. 3-0 Crusaders at the end of half an inning. We're back after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause you're down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
I wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
be like Mike,
Oh,
be like Mike.
yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move,
Dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
So we go to the bottom of the first inning with the Crusaders leading 3-0. Picking up 3 runs there on the top of the first inning without an umpire. Umpire shows up. Leading things off, David Edom, followed by Ryan Kataoka, then Darian Jenks. Joe Leone hitting 4th, Trent Lucerian in 5th, and Thomas Kovaric 6th. Rounding out the lineup, Seth Harley, Nate Burke, and Ethan Aldretti. Defensively for Village, they will stack up this way from left to right in the outfield. Nick Rolls, Lorenzo Benefield, and Jared Wells. Aiden Hawley at third, Ricky Perez at short, Kenny Aceves at second, Jared Asagura at first, Nick Walker behind the plate, and Danny Velos up on the mound. Edom standing in, leading things off for the Nitros. First pitch, over for a strike. Hitting .333 on the season, on base percentage of .492, has 15 hits, 12 singles, and 3 doubles. There's the strike one offering. Swung on, fouled at the plate, down to the count. 0-2 now to the leadoff hitter. Has 19 stolen bases, but it's been a few games. He's been plagued a little by a hip flexor injury, slowed him down a bit. Up there with a no-ball, 2-strike count. Velos working from the windup is ready and deals, and the curveball taken high, ball 1. He's 0-2 on the season with an ERA of 1.17, has 3 saves as David swings and misses, and down he goes. And that brings up Ryan Kataoka. Velo's a junior, 12 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, only 2 earned. He struck out 13, walked 11. And Kataoka at the plate. Hitting .238 on the season. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Well, 0-1 the count. Again, the game started without an umpire, so I don't see how this game could be official. So stats won't matter after today's game. Swing and a miss, and Kataoka down in the count, although I'm sure Coach Kevin will include them in the stats, which would be a crime. a baseball crime. Velos working from the windup. 0-2 the count to Tataoka. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So back-to-back strikeouts to open the bottom of the first inning. That brings up Darian Jenks. Jenks, 241 on the season. His batting average has an on-base percentage of 288. 14 singles, 4 walks, 7 runs scored. He has 10 RBI. He's up there with 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch taken high, ball 1. 3-0 here, bottom of the first. Nitros will take on Muir tomorrow. There's the 1-0. Over for a strike on the outside corner. The only thing that the Nitros can use today for, they've got a good pitcher they're facing, so be a good opportunity for them to get some hacks against a good pitcher. Swinging, there's a base hit in the left field. So Jenks is aboard, and that brings up Joel Leone. Leone went 3 for 3 the other day against Muir, plus a walk, so he had a really good game. Comes into the contest hitting .238. I believe he improved his batting average 80 points, or not 80, yeah, 080. 80 points. Has an on-base percentage now of .373. The team batting average coming into today, .217. As they throw to first, not in time, Jenks back to the bag. Last year, the team ended with a .214 batting average. 2 years ago, the team ended with a .199 batting average. This year, their on-base percentage is .339. Jenks with his lead away from first. The pitch coming in low and inside for ball 1 to Leone. CV got the victory on Monday. Hoover, I believe, is playing tonight, their first game. Swinging, there's a chop into third, taken there by Hawley. Goes to second, the short way for the out. And the inning is over. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. A hit, and that is all. 3-0. We head to the second. Village on top. We're back after this.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper.
So we head to the second inning with the score. Three nothing. Village on top. We head to the second. Burke in that first inning. A strikeout, a walk, 3 runs, 2 hits, and a hit batter. Again, there was one error. That was the drop third strike. Aiden Hawley will lead things off, followed by Danny Velos and then Ricky Perez. So 9-1-2 in the lineup. Hawley, a sophomore, hitting .545 on the season, has 6 hits and 11 at-bats, has an RBI and 3 runs scored. Batting from the right side. Burke went 2 innings at Muir on Monday. Had a strikeout, gave up a run on a hit. Prior to that, he pitched a third of an inning at Pasadena and a third of an inning at Arcadia in relief. Pitch low and away, ball 1. He went 6 innings against Summit, struck out 5, walked 2, allowed 5 runs on 10 hits. Hit a batter in that loss. He was the winning pitcher. That was a line shot in the left field for a base hit. Hawley's aboard. Burke was the winning pitcher at Desert Christian. Went 4 innings, striking out 6, allowed a run on 3 hits. So we got the victory at Desert Christian, took the loss versus Summit. So Hawley's aboard with the base hit. Was that the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Crusaders? Yep. And that brings up Bellows, the leadoff hitter. He's appeared in 17 games this year as the pitch is taken for a ball. He went 1 for 3. Actually, he went 1 for 2 with a couple of walks against Valley Christian in his last outing, and 1 for 4. There goes the runner. Pitch taken for a ball, throw down, shortstop side of the bag, not in time, and a stolen base. So an RBI opportunity now for Avelos. He singled, stole a base, and scored on a wild pitch back in the 1st inning. Coach Casey into his 2nd year of coaching here at Village. He went 21-6 last year, 16-4 this year as the pitch is fouled off. The Crusaders and the Nitros have matched up twice previous. Glendale won 4-1 back in 2014, and then Village won 2-1 in 2012. Burke working from the stretch with the runner at second, deals, and the pitch is outside. Village is 1-0 against Hoover. Back in 2013, they won 15-6. They're 0-2 against Arcadia. Lost 3-2 in 2015 and 3-2 in 2014. And they beat Pasadena this year 6-4. They come in hitting .371 as a team with their on-base percentage of .460 as the next pitch is swung on and fouled back. So the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Crusaders' leadoff hitter. They have 72 stolen bases on the season. They already have a couple here today. There's a 3-2 pitch. Swinging, there's a chopper towards third, taken there by Davin. Fair ball. Throws to first in time for the out. Advancing to third on the play is Hawley. 5-3 on the putout. One out, runner at third for Ricky Perez. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to short his first time up. We're in number 15. We're in the 2nd. 3-0 is the score. Village on top, plating 3 runs in that 1st inning. .418 hitter at the plate. Swinging, there's a line shot. Foul ball down the third baseline. So just an exciting strike. He went 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored, a double and an RBI in his last game against Valley Christian. The game before that, he went 0 for 4. Village has won 6 in a row. Their last loss was Arlington on the 3rd of April. Burke is ready and deals, and the pitch, a good-looking breaking ball. That might be on Instagram later tonight because that was picture perfect. Had Perez fooled way out in front, 0-2 the count. Jared Asagura on deck for the Crusaders. Perez has appeared in 18 games, swinging, fouls it back. It goes back out of play. So the count remains 0-2. So the Nitros, they will play Mirror tomorrow at home. Then they're back at home on Tuesday versus CV. Then they play Friday at CV, a night game, 7 o'clock next Friday. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. So Burke, a couple of good-looking breaking balls, gets Perez to whiff. Second strikeout for Burke in this one. We've got 2 down for Jared Asagura. He was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored back in that 3-run first inning, last inning. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Crusaders. No runs, a hit for the Nitros. Swinging, fouls it off into the netting over the third base dugout, occupied by the Nitros. Strike one the count to Asagura. And then the Nitros will close out the season with a home game on Tuesday versus Hoover on the 6th or the 8th of May. Pitch is taken high. And then the 10th of May will be the final game of the season, a Thursday night versus Hoover at Stengel Field. 7 o'clock start time. So make plans for that Hoover week, especially that Thursday night game at 7 o'clock at Stengel. Breaking ball over for a strike, down around the knees. So now Burke's a pitch away from getting out of the inning without giving up any more runs. He had a leadoff single by Hawley. He's now at third. I believe him and David know each other, so they're probably chatting it up over at the hot corner. Pitch is swung on, fouled back. I think they both did a summer workout program last year. That they were in the same summer program, so they're chatting it up over there at third. David apparently was chatting up the coach for Muir, Harrison, the other day. Swinging, there's a drive into right field, dunks in for a base hit in front of Leone. He tries to come up throwing to first, but not in time. That scores Hawley from third, and that makes it 4-2. So Asagura with a 2-out single, driving home a run. That makes it 4-0, and that brings to the plate Nick Walker. Walker struck out in his first at-bat, but he reached on the drop third strike. He stole a base, and then he scored. So he got the gift, made the most of it. Number 13 at the plate. Again, coming into today, hitting .227. Swings at the first pitch, sends a pop-up back of second base. The shortstop Jenks out on the grass. Shallow center field makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. For the Crusaders, though, they do pick up a run. They do that on 2 hits, no Nitro errors, and a man left on at the end of an inning and a half. Village on top by a score of 4-0. We're back with the bottom of the second after this. Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at arroyovistainn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com. So we head to the bottom of the second inning with the Crusaders on top by a score of 4-0. And do it for the Nitros. You will have Lucerarian, Kovaric, and Harley, 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Burke threw 2 innings for the Nitros, 2 strikeouts, a walk, 4 runs on 4 hits, and he's hit a batter. And again, we started this game without any umpires, so I can't believe this game's an official game. So,
5 for 15.
What's that?
5 for 15.
5 for 15. How exciting. Now we get to...
Glendale or Village?
Yeah, Village, 5 for 15. So Ricky Perez is out of the game. So Armando Aragon is in for Perez at shortstop. So Aragon at short now. So Perez's day is done. He went 0 for 2. And do up, you've got Trent Lucerarian leading things off. Trent on the season, he's hitting a, what is he hitting? Hitting 200 right at the Mendoza line. 8 hits, 6 singles, and 2 doubles. On base percentage, .273. Swings at the pitch. Comes up empty. Strike one the count. Here's the strike one pitch from Velos. Swinging, there's a fly ball down the right field line that dunks in for a base hit, so Trent is aboard. Second hit of the ball game for the Nitros. Jenks got the first hit, and that brings up Thomas Kovarik. Kovarik hitting .188. He has 6 hits, 4 singles, a double, and a home run. This home run came at Northview down the left field line. Has an on-base percentage, though, of .333. He has 4 RBIs. He's been hit by a pitch. Scored 3 times as the pitch is low and away, ball 1. Kovarik took the loss on Monday at Muir. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Seth Harley on deck. Bellows working from the stretch with a runner at first. Short lead at first by Trent. They throw over there, and Trent gets back in, bakes a cake, eats it, and then the ball arrives. Jared Asagira holding the runner on at first. Bellows working from the stretch, delivers. The pitch swinging. That's fouled off first base side. That goes back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Kovarik. Kovarik this year 1-6 on the mound with an ERA of 6. Throw over to first, not in time as Trent gets dirty. Diving back to the bag. Nitros in the second inning of ball games this year have been outscored 22-1. It's the inning in regular innings 1 through 7. Swing and a miss. He went around and down he goes. So Kovarik strikes out. Third strikeout of the game for Velos. But the second inning, only scoring 1, is the lowest run output in an inning for the Nitros this year in regulation, 1 through 7. Last year was the 7th inning in which they scored only 2 all year through 24 games. Throw to first, Trent back to the bag. Nitros in the second inning of ball games last year, 24 games, plated 6 runs. In fact, last year, the only inning in which they scored double digits was the 5th. Scored 45 runs all of last year. They have 56 this year. Pitch over for a strike to Harley. They also committed 69 errors last year compared to 45 this year, so a little better in the error column. Harley at the plate, hitting .158. Takes a pitch a bit upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Harley's on-base percentage is .360. He has 3 hits on the year. All 3 are singles, but he's been walked 6 times. He scored twice. Bellows working from the stretch. There goes Trent, the hit and run. The check swing, no. The ball is in the dirt, and Trent has a stolen base. Two balls, 1 strike to count to Harley. Now an RBI opportunity with a runner at second base. 4-0 is the score. Village on top here in the bottom of the second inning. Game that started with no umpires. It was a makeup game. Well, not really a makeup game, but a scheduled game that was added to the schedule, I think, late last week. Pitch was over for a strike, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. It was supposed to be a game that was replacing the South Pasadena game that got rained out early on, but again, when you have no umpires and you start a game, it's not going to count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Now Velo steps off. Wants a new sign from his catcher. You've got a runner away from second. That's Trent taking his lead. Aragon, the new shortstop, in that short for Village, trying to keep him close to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Harley goes down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts. That's 4 in the game for Velos. And that brings up the pitcher, Burke. Burke hitting .250, has 3 hits on the season. He's 3 for 12. 3 singles, 4 walks, so his on-base percentage is .471. He has an RBI and 3 runs scored. Chance to help his cause here with a base hit. The pitch is low and away, ball 1. Ball 1 the count to Burke. Ethan Aldretti on deck. Burke has had 1 at-bat in league play this year. He struck out. This obviously being a non-league game. He's hitting .333 in non-league games. Pitch is taken low, ball 2. In fact, in non-league play, the Nitros batting average is .248. So they really started out the first 10 games of the season or so. Actually, I guess it was the first 9 games before they got into league. Summit was a league game that was sandwiched between 2 league games. But they're hitting .248. And then league play hit, and they started to struggle. And tomorrow and next week, 3 more difficult games for them. And then Hoover's no slouch, but Hoover's not having a good year. Pitch is taken high for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. 4-0, Crusaders on top. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second for Village. Here's the 3-0. Taken for ball 4, so Burke will draw the walk. First walk offered up by Velos. And that brings up Ethan Aldretti. Aldretti on the season hitting .244. He has 10 hits, all of them singles. He's walked 8 times, been hit by a pitch once. His on-base percentage, .367. Takes a pitch over at the knees for a strike. Runners at first and second. Trent away from second. Burke taking his lead away from first. Infield playing back behind the runners. Velos now steps off after looking back at second base. Didn't like what he saw. So he'll reset and do it again. Swing and a miss by Aldretti. Down in the count now, 0-2. On deck, your leadoff hitter, David Edom. Village coming into the contest with a 16-4 record. Nitros 3-15-1. Nitros back in action tomorrow against Muir here at home. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Aldretti doesn't believe it. He said that was in the left-handed batter's box, which I would tend to agree with. The one thing about these games like this is when you put something together that doesn't work out, like you schedule a game and then umpires don't show up, and then I don't even know who the umpire is that's here, but doesn't look like he's really into it. Maybe he's just here for the money. I don't know. But you got to be careful so nobody gets hurt, A, and B, you don't demoralize the team. So we go to the third inning, 4-0. Village on top. The Nitros in that inning. No runs, 1 hit, no Crusader errors, and 2 men left on. The Nitros have left 3 men on through 2 innings. We head to the third, 4-0 Village. We're back after this.
Scandia Cleaning Service has been cleaning churches, private schools, and offices for over 30 years. And now you can take advantage of their experience, knowledge, and skills and have your facility cleaned by a company that will take a personal interest in both your regular and special cleaning needs. Call Scandia Cleaning Service at 818-388-5546 for a free estimate. Call 818-388-5546. That's Scandia Cleaning Service, where all work is done with care to your satisfaction. Do your child a favor and open a checking and savings account for them at Los Angeles Federal Credit Union. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union helps young people make smart financial choices with free financial literacy classes and low-rate loan programs customized for first-time borrowers. Great customer service, financially secure, Los Angeles Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for you and your child's future. Visit them online at www.lafcu.org. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union, your financial source for life.
So we head to the third inning, pitching change. Joel Leone will come in to pitch now for the Nitros. The Nitros in third inning of ball games this year has been outscored 26-17. The third inning has been the most runs scored in an inning for the Nitros. Leone, he is pitched in 6 1/3 innings this year. He has 3 strikeouts, 8 walks, 10 runs, or I should say 10 earned runs. He's given up 11 runs overall on 13 hits. He has an ERA of 11.11. And so for Leone, he will face Asagura, Rolls, and Aceves. And let's see, you've got Edom still at third, Jenks at short, Aldretti at second, Kovarik at first. And the outfield, Harley, Cole, and, well, I guess Titchener's out there now, right? That would be the one. So Titchener's in right field. So Leone at the plate facing Asagura. He's 1 for 1. He doubled, drove in 2, was stranded at third in that first inning. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Let's take a look and see what Leone has done pitching-wise. He went 2 innings against Arcadia as the next pitch is outside. He struck out 1, walked 2, allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, hitting the batter. Then he went an inning and a third against San Dimas as the pitch is low for ball 3. He went 3 versus Canyon. There's the 3-0. There's ball 4, and so Asagura draws the walk. First walk from Leone, second free pass offered up by the Nitros pitching staff. And that brings to the plate Nick Rolls. He walked and was left at second in that first inning. Rolls a .405 hitter coming into today. Takes a pitch low for ball 1. He went 0 for 1 against Valley Christian with 2 walks in his last game. He went 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored the game before that. And the next pitch is taken for ball 2. So 6 straight pitches out of the zone for Leone, a left-handed pitcher, a senior for this Nitro club. Did not play last year, came back for his senior year. And the pitch is over for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. To the batter, Rolls. Runner at first. Middle infielders double play depth. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. It's kind of what they do with the runner at first. 4-0 here in the third. There's the pitch. Taken high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Leone working from the stretch is ready and deals, and the pitch is swung on, fouled off. And the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count runs full here to Rolls with a runner at first, Asagura. With nobody out. Let's see if he goes. Not really a threat to go, but you never know. Not going. The pitch swung on and missed, and down he goes. So Rolls strikes out. Leone gets a strikeout. Third strikeout of the game for the Nitros pitching staff. And that brings up Kenny Aceves. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field his first time up. The Crusaders with 4 runs on 4 hits. The Nitros, no runs, 2 hits, and an error. Curveball over for a strike. That's a good-looking pitch from Leon. Leon looking in to get the sign. Shakes off. Got the Oka twice. Now has the pitch he wants. No lead at first. The first baseman, or the runner at first, was just standing on the bag when the pitch was delivered, and the pitch was really high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Not sure what Leon was shaking off because that pitch didn't work. Short lead at first. They throw over there. Not in time. On deck, Lorenzo Benefield, followed by Aiden Hawley if we get that far. We've got 1 out here in the third. 4-0 is the score. Village on top. Leon working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That was outside. Ball 2. Not to beat a dead horse, but again, the game started with no umpires. We got through a half an inning without any umpires, and then somebody showed up to call balls and strikes behind the plate, so I can't imagine this game being an official game. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Taken high, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Rolls has had a few multi-hit games. Had a 3-hit game against Pasadena, although he's 0 for 1 today. Now Aceves at the plate, swinging, fouls it off, and the count runs full 3-2. Aceves, a .365 hitter coming into today, has also had a couple multi-hit games. He also had a 3-hit game in a victory versus Venice. Swinging, that's fouled off, first base side, back out of play. Had a 3 RBI game against Sylmar in a 13-0 victory. A 2 RBI game. Well, that was the Venice game. 3 hits, 2 RBIs. 8 runs driven in on the season. He's appeared in 19 games. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Back-to-back strikeouts. We've got 2 away. Runner at first for Lorenzo Benefield. Left-handed batter wearing number 8. Again, a .222 hitter coming into today. Had back-to-back multi-hit games against Westlake and Heritage Christian. And he leans into a pitch and gets hit by it, and he'll take first base. So runners at first and second with 2 outs for Aiden Hawley. He singled, stole a base, and scored a run in that second inning. Village with 3 runs in the first and 1 in the second. They've got runners at first and second here in the third inning with 2 outs, back-to-back strikeouts. Rolls and Aceves. Now Hawley at the plate. Leon is ready and deals. Fastball taken high, ball 1. Leon's got to be enjoying his week. He went 3 for 3 with a walk on Monday against Muir. He's able to come in here and pitch today. A walk, 2 strikeouts, and a hit batter so far. Next pitch over for a strike. So as a senior, you like to have weeks like this. Speaking of seniors, we saw Jesus Vasquez walk off, bag in hand. Hope everything's okay with him. Maybe we'll get to see Prince, Adrian Aguayo, the other senior. Only 4 seniors on the club this year. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards right field. Titchener is out there, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on at the end of 2.5. Crusaders on top 4-0. Due up for the Nitros, the top of the lineup. Edom, Kataoka, and Jenks. We're back with the bottom of the third right after this.
Ladies, are you looking to rearrange your room? Don't leave it in the hands of your man. Let Interiors by Jada provide you with a design concept that will make your room feel comfortable and be beautifully functional. Interiors by Jada is dedicated to giving you a perfectly designed space any place in your home. Whether it be the living room, kitchen, bedroom, or bath, Their focus is to make each space a place of beauty while creating functionality and use. Put your room in the hands of the professionals. Contact Interiors by Jada at 818-481-8992 or check them out on the web at www.interiorsbyjada.com. Tequila's Restaurant in Burbank offers the best authentic Mexican food at great prices, including lunch Monday through Thursday for only $5.99 and dinner buffets for only $7.99. Enjoy a great all-you-can-eat brunch on both Saturdays and Sundays. Go to their website, www.tequilasrestaurant.com, for the latest specials and download coupons for even greater savings. Tequila's Restaurant is located at 4310 West Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank on the corner of Pass Avenue. Call them 818-845-7217.
So we head to the bottom of the third inning. We've got a pitching change. Aiden Hawley will come in to pitch for the Crusaders. Danny Velos will take third base, so they swap. Velos went 2 innings, striking out 5, walking 1, allowing only 2 hits. And so now Hawley will face the top of the lineup. Edom, Kataoka, and Jenks. Dave, an 0-for-1, struck out his first time up. See if we've got any pitching stats on Hawley. Let's see, where's Hawley? A sophomore, he's 4-0. He's appeared in 7 games. He's started 4. He has an ERA of 1.08. He's pitched in 26 innings, which leads the club. He's allowed 11 runs, only 4 earned on 19 hits. He has 24 strikeouts, 18 walks. He's given up 4 doubles and a home run. So Hawley and Asagura leading the team in innings pitched. So David at the plate had a double to break up the no-hitter as the pitch is outside, ball 1. He had against Pasadena. And then he came back with a base hit against Muir. 1-0 pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. The center fielder is back, giving chase in the vast outfield here at Sam Harvey Field, and Benefield makes the catch. He gave it a ride, but the vast outfield kept it in the ballpark. Showing some pretty good power on that one. 1 down for Kataoka. Kataoka 0-for-1. He struck out his first time up. A left-handed batter standing in. Swing and a miss. Takes a big cut, comes up empty. Had a base hit at Muir on Monday. And then he had a 4-game hitless streak going backwards, and then 2 hits at Burbank. Fly ball to left, can of corn for Rolls in left field, and we've got 2 down. Darian Jenks coming up. He had a base hit and was forced out at second for the final out of that first inning. He's 1-for-1. Nothing is the score here in the bottom of the third inning. Hawley pitching in relief of Velos, who went 2 innings. Ready and deals, and the pitch runs inside, ball 1. On deck, the new pitcher, Joel Leone. There's the next offering. Taken outside, ball 2. So Jenks went 1-for-4 at Muir. Was hitless against Pasadena here at home, and then had a hit at Pasadena. Swing, sends a fly ball down the right field line. It's hooking foul. You've got a trio of Crusaders giving chase, and none of them can come up with it, and it's just a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Jenks. Jenks is a .226 hitter here at home. Hits .259 on the road. A .187 hitter in 10 non-league games coming into today. There's the 2-1. Over for strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 2-2 from Hawley. Swinging, there's a line shot at short. Aragon has it. He has to throw to first as he did not catch it, and they got him out at first. What's that?
He stopped right.
Oh, did he? So it was a line drive to short. It looked like Aragon caught it, but then he kind of trapped it. So then Jenks, who I guess stopped running down the line thinking the ball was caught, is eventually thrown out, and it's a 6-3 on the putout. The Nitros gone in order. We head to the fourth, 4-0. Village on top. We're back after this.
Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom in Glendale offers their world-famous gourmet of sausage sandwiches, grilled and served on their fresh-baked onion roll. Choose from a variety of delicious sandwiches off their menu, including the hot Italian, bratwurst, Polish, and chicken apple, or perhaps one of Jody Maroney's hot dogs, such as the giant Kobe beef, the Coney Island, or their Chicago style. Jody Maroney's located in the Americana on Brown Boulevard. You can also check them out on the web at jodymaroney.com. That's Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom, home of the hot dog. Rocket Fizz offers a wide variety of specialty, retro, and imported sodas, candy, and novelty gifts. Zots, Pop Rocks, Bazooka Bubblegum, and a whole lot more. Make a special soda gift basket for your favorite Nitro. Beat those back-to-school blues with your favorite candy. Rocket Fizz, located at 138 North Brand Boulevard, is independently owned and operated. Check them out on the web at www.facebook.com/Glendale Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz, come be a kid in our store.
So we head to the fourth inning. 4-0 is the score. Leon coming out for a second inning of work. Burke started for the Nitros, went 2, striking out 2, walking 1. He allowed 4 runs on 4 hits. He also hit a batter. Leon in the third inning struck out 2 and walked 1, and he also hit a batter. Due up for the Crusaders, the top of the lineup: Velos, Aragon, and Asagura. Then if anyone should get on, the cleanup hitter, Walker. Velos singled in the first, scored a run, and then he grounded out to third in this second inning. So Leon out for his second inning of work up on the mound for the Nitros. Into his windup, and the pitch is taken really high, ball 1. Since 2004-2005, the Crusaders have won 202 games overall. They've won 100 non-league games. Next pitch is really high for ball 2. Velos had a 3-hit game versus Heritage Christian back on March 24th. Had a 4-hit game versus Westlake in a 6-2 victory back on the 7th of April. Swinging 2-0, sends a fly ball to shallow left field. Harley coming in. Almost overran it, but makes the catch. 1 down, and that brings up Armando Aragon. Getting his first at-bat here today, wearing number 5, a junior. Hitting 161 on the season. Has 5 hits. An RBI, 3 runs scored. He's left 7 men on. 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Right-handed batter. Standing in. And the pitch in there for a strike. Had a 2-hit game versus Silmar. And then a couple 1-hit games. Swinging. Sends a fly ball to shallow center field. Cole coming in. He almost overran it. And he makes the catch, though. We've got 2 away. So you've got a fly ball out to left. Fly ball out to center. Is Titchener going to get one here in right field off the bat of Jared Asagura? He was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the first inning. Singled, driving in a run in the second inning. So he's been a busy boy out of that number 3 spot. He's a left-handed batter. Nitros with an opportunity here to shut down the Crusaders in order. And the pitch is taken low, ball 1. He's a .306 hitter again coming into today. Had a couple multi-hit games against Silmar. Seems like everybody had 2 hits against Silmar. Next pitch is high and away. Had 2 hits against Verdugo Hills and 2 hits against Villa Park, all in victories. Village only has 4 losses on the season. They lost at Paraclete to open the season, 5-0. There's ball 3. They lost then to Whittier Christian, 5-1, to Maranatha, 3-0, and to Arlington, 2-1. Those are the 4 losses for Village. They're leading here 4-0 in the 4th inning. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4, and Leon draws or issues the walk. Second walk offered up by Joel. Third walk offered up by the Nitros pitching staff. And some of the Nitros faithful starting to exit this exhibition game. Game started without any umpires. And then halfway through the first inning, somebody dressed like an umpire showed up, and it's not Halloween, so I guess he's semi-legit. Throw to first, not in time. A short lead over there at first by Asagura. Goberick holding him on. One thing the Nitros are going to have to do tomorrow, they're going to have to stop Muir from running. The Mustangs had 9 stolen bases on Monday. The pitch outside. And so if you had a walk, a hit by pitch, or a base hit, Mustangs turned it into practically a double, because they would just take off on the pitch and they'd get the stolen base. They ended up winning 8-3. The pitch outside, 2-0 the count to Walker. Reached on an error, dropped third strike, then scored a run in that first inning. And then he popped up to short to end the second inning, so he's 0 for 2. Wearing number 13. Worked for Kurt Warner. Check swing, no swing. The pitch was taken low, ball 3. Walker, a junior. 227 hitter coming into today. Appeared in 9 games. A 2-hit game against Westlake is the highlight in his hitting stats. Pitch outside, ball 4. That's back-to-back walks with 2 outs issued up by Joel. 3 walks for Leon in his second inning of work. We're in the 4th. Top half, 4-0. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Crusaders. No runs on 2 hits. And an error for the Nitros. That brings up Eric Asagura. He doubled, driving in 2 back in the first inning, and then he walked. He was left on base both times. He was left on at third in the first and second in the third. Leon working from the stretch, runners with their leads. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. With 2 outs, the infield playing back. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Kind of a dull day today here at Glendale High. Nice breaking ball. Floats over for a strike from Leon. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. You got the shot put crew going in the shot put area right behind us. But the track, which is usually busy with all kinds of activities, quiet today. Curveball taken high and outside. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. You've got Asagura on at second. You've got Walker at first. Both walked with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Down to 5 games left in the season. Pitch is high off the glove of Kataoka to the backstop. Pass ball allows the runners to go to second and third. Jared Asagura to third. Nick Walker down to second. So now Eric Asagura, who has 2 RBIs in the game already, with an opportunity to drive in 2 more with a base hit here. Leon is ready and deals. And the pitch over for strike 2. Another good-looking breaking ball. So full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 4-0. Village on top. Big pitch here upcoming for Leon. Segura with his open stance. Swings and chops it foul at the plate. And so he stays alive and he'll do it again. So another full count upcoming here for Leon. Be nice for him to float over one of these breaking balls that he's had up on the mound. Now we're ready, and the pitch. Swinging, there's a comebacker. He'll have it. Leon throws to first, and the inning comes to a close. So the Crusaders, with 2 outs, get 2 men on, but they strand them. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0, Crusaders on top. We're back after this.
Imaging specializes in larger-than-life graphics and can provide you with the highest quality graphic design and print. Services include banners, signs, posters, window displays, vehicle wraps, and a whole lot more. Their mission is to exceed your expectations. Speed Pro Imaging is located at 6106 San Fernando Road in Glendale, or you can check them out on the web at speedprolanorth.com. Speed Pro Imaging is a proud supporter of Nitros Athletics.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. But that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Crusaders on top by a score of 4-0 in a game that's pretty much just turned into an exhibition game. We had no umpire at the start of the game, and then in the bottom of the 1st inning, somebody dressed as an umpire showed up. The game was scheduled late last week between Village and Glendale. And was supposed to be the design of the game was supposed to be to replace the South Pasadena game that got rained out earlier in the year. A novel idea, but without the umpires showing up, it just becomes an exhibition game, and then you have to wonder about the use of pitchers and arms and stuff when you've got Muir again tomorrow. Trent's going to start tomorrow. Maybe the plan is that he'll have a good game and go the distance and get a complete game victory. So Leon standing in, leading things off. He's 0 for 1. Grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the first. Swings and fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. Leon this year in 10 non-league games hitting .200, had 5 hits, all of them singles. On base percentage was .310. There's a chopper towards second base, taken off the hop by Aceves, throws to first. 4-3 on the putout, 1 down here in the 4th inning. 5 consecutive Nitros have been retired since they walked to Burke back in the 2nd inning. In fact, the Nitros have only had 3 base runners. A hit by Jenks, a hit by Trent, a walk by Burke, and that's it. Trent now at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single and a stolen base. Takes a pitch low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. The Nitros in the 4th inning of ball games this year has been outscored 14-5. Next pitch taken low, ball 2, 2-0. Trent in non-league games this year hitting .250 with 4 singles and a double. He also has a walk, 4 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. Swinging, there's a bouncing ball towards short off the hop for Aragon. Over to first, and we've got 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Thomas Kovarik, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Kovarik on the season in non-league games, a .235 hitter. Right-handed batter standing in for the Dynamiters. And Kovarik takes a pitch over for a strike. Kovarik at home, a .133 hitter. He hits .235 on the road. Next pitch floats outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 is the score. Hawley into his windup is ready and deals, and the fastball in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So now Hawley a pitch away from getting out of it. This is his second inning of work, and he's faced 5 batters, and he's shut them all down. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Play has to be made to first, so Walker throws down to first, and the out is recorded, and Kovarik strikes out. So 2 innings of work for Hawley. He gets a strikeout, faces 6 batters, and he sends down 6 men. We head to the 5th inning, 4-0. Village on top in this exhibition game. We're back after this.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
I wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
be like Mike,
Oh,
be like Mike.
yeah I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move,
Dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
I wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
Oh, be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
So we head to the 5th inning, 4-0. Village on top. Leon coming out for his 3rd inning of work. Burke started, went 2, struck out 2, walked 1, allowed 4 runs on 4 hits while hitting a batter. And now Leon has gone 2 innings, striking out 2, walking 3, and hitting a batter. Again, the game was scheduled late last week, and so Village shows up. No umpire here to start the game, and then bottom of the 1st inning, an umpire shows up. So this was supposed to be a game that was an official game to replace the South Pasadena rainout, but has just turned into an exhibition game. Due up for the Crusaders, you will have Rolls, Osivas, and Benefield if anyone should get on Hawley. And now it looks like we've got number 23, Matthew Vilches, replacing Nick Rolls. So Rolls goes 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And the first pitch to Vilches is taken upstairs in Grandma's attic, ball 1. So that means Vilches must be in left field. And the next pitch over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Leon looking pretty good here in relief. Burke started out the game really good. And again, he gave up 4 runs in that 1st inning, but there's a couple plays out there on the base paths and a couple calls at the plate where if you had an umpire, he might have gotten out of that inning without giving up any runs. So, again, just an exhibition game if you're just tuning in. Pitch taken high, ball 3. The game tomorrow versus Muir is for reals. Game 2 of the series matchup. Swinging, fly ball towards right field. Titchener is there. Comes in a step or 2, makes a catch. We've got 1 down. So 1 away as Vilches is retired. And that will bring to the plate number 25, Nicholas Lopes. So Lopes taking over at second base for Osivas. Swings and misses at the first pitch. So 0-1 the count. $25 for 4. So strike 1 the count here to Lopes. Lopes Jr. appeared in 2 games, does not have a batting average. In fact, he's only had 1 plate appearance. He takes the next pitch for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. 4-0 is the score. Benefield due up next, but we'll see if there's going to be a substitution for him. Curveball over for strike 3. Good-looking pitch, and Lopes is retired. 3rd strikeout for Leone. 2 up, 2 down. And that does bring up Lorenzo Benefield. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field to end the 1st inning. And then he was hit by a pitch in the 3rd and was left on at first. Crusaders have stranded 7 men through 4 innings so far, 4 2/3 innings. Curveball taken outside, ball 1. Benefield with 10 strikeouts. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's walked 4 times coming into today, so that walk, or actually he was hit by a pitch earlier. And he just got hit again. So he's been hit by a pitch twice now. 3 hit batters for the Nitros pitching staff, and that brings up Aiden Hawley, number 3. He's 1 for 2. Single, then stole a base, scored a run in the 2nd, flew out to center field to end the 3rd inning. Throw to first, not in time. Benefield getting back to the bag in plenty of time. Hawley, a .545 hitter coming into today. Right-handed batter awaits the pitch to the plate. What do you say? That was a ball? That was right there. Don't know what that pitch was. If it wasn't a strike, not sure what it was. I want to know the count. Here's the next pitch. Swinging. There's a chopper foul, 3rd base side toward the dugout. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, now it's 0-2. So he did call it a strike. So 2 strikes to count. He did get that one right. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes swinging. Fly ball towards right field. Titchener is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left at the end of 4 1/2. 4-0 Village. We're back with the bottom of the 5th right after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. But that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. Girls are down and taste the thrill of your day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of your day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like Mike. Oh, be like Mike.
Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like Mike.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Village on top here in this exhibition ball game. Harley, then I believe it's Titchener, and then Aldretti. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Harley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hawley Into his third inning of work, has a strikeout. The pitch is taken low, ball one. Hawley, the pitcher, has faced 6 batters and retired all 6. 7 Nitros have gone down in order. There's a one-hopper to Bellows at third. He throws to first. We've got one down. And that does bring up Mike Titchener. Mike Titchener on the season, coming into the contest, hitting .222. He has 8 hits, 7 singles, and a double. On base percentage of .282. He's walked twice and been hit by a pitch. Right-handed batter standing in. Here's the pitch. Taken low, ball one. On deck, Ethan Aldretti. Nitros take on the Muir Mustangs tomorrow here at home. 3:30 start time. We'll have the game for you. Pitch to Titchener is taken high. Ball 2. So Burke in his lone at-bat walked. There's ball 3. 3-0 the count. Titchener in non-league games this year actually had a pretty good non-league season. .316. 6 hits, 5 singles, and a double. There's the 3-0. He swings 3-0 as the green light, and he fouls it off. Hey, why not if you're hitting .316 in non-league play? Which actually, well, I guess Nolan Wong hit .391, which led the team in non-league play. Then Titchener with .316 was second. Curveball swung on, fouled at the plate. Count runs full now, 3-2. So Titchener getting a piece of it, staying alive. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 is the score. Hawley is ready and delivers. And there's strike 3 with a fastball. So Titchener was up 3-0, and Hawley able to battle back and get him on strikes. Second strikeout for Hawley. 7th Nitro to go down on strikes, and that brings up Ethan Aldretti, who struck out, caught looking on a pitch that was in the left-handed batter's box to end the 2nd inning. Aldretti, a .261 hitter in non-league play, .244 hitter overall. Curveball, good-looking pitch there from Hawley. Over for a strike. Village off this week. Before this game was scheduled late last week, swinging and a miss by Aldretti. They play in the Olympic League, which has an odd number of teams, and so every team gets a bye week, apparently, in league play. So Village looking for a team to play. Picked up Glendale. Swinging and a miss. Down goes Aldretti. No ones, no hits, no errors. 3 strikeouts now for Hawley through 3 innings. 8 strikeouts in the game for the Crusaders pitching staff. We head to the 6th, 4-0, Village on top. We're back after this.
Kind of smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. To a light up the beach. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So we head to the 6th inning. 5 o'clock here in the West. And due up for the Crusaders, you will have the top of the lineup. Velos, Aragon, and Asagura. If anyone should get on, Walker. At least that's the lineup that's due up. Leon coming out for his 4th inning of work. He's got 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hit by pitches, 2 hit batters. A little beanball. That's one of the areas that has kind of afflicted the Nitros this year. They've hit 25 batters, and they've given up 122 walks. That's 147 free passes. in 19 games. Last year, errors were the Achilles heel for the Nitros. They averaged at 1 point in the season last year an error an inning. As the season wore on, obviously the number eventually went down, but they averaged about 2-3 errors. I think last year was about 3 errors they averaged per game. And when you've got that many errors that you're giving up, allowing the other team 4 or 5 outs per inning, you're not going to have too much success. This year it tends to be the free pass. And Leon ready for the 6th inning. And the pitch over for strike to Velos. Singled and scored in the first. Grounded out to third in the second and flew out to left field. So he's gotten around on the ball each of his 3 at-bats, pulling it to the left side. Leon is ready and deals, and the pass ball runs inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Leon looking in to get the sign from Kataoka, the catcher. Now he's ready and deals, and the pitch missing outside. 2 balls and a strike. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Crusaders. No runs, 2 hits, an error for the Nitros. The error dropped 3rd strike. There's the pitch. Swinging, foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Leon looking for his 4th strikeout. Working from the windup, shakes off the catcher, not once but twice. Now he's ready. And the pitch runs inside. He's done that twice, shaking off the catcher. And both times the end result has been a ball. Catchers do call the pitches here for the Nitros. Here's the payoff pitch. Nice breaking ball over for strike 3. I think that fooled Velos because he didn't even swing the bat, and that just broke across the plate. So a strikeout, number 4 for Leon. And that brings up Armando Aragon. He flew out to center field this first time up back in the 4th inning, taking over for Ricky Perez, who went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So the number 2 slot in the lineup is 0 for 3 today. There's the pitch. First pitch swinging, pops it foul, first base side. Kovarik giving chase, and he's not going to get there as the ball's just beyond his outstretched arm. Strike 1 the count. So it looks like we are going to have Devin Nordstrom on deck. The next pitch is popped up into shallow right field. You've got the second baseman going out, but Titchener coming in to make the catch. And Aragon is retired, and we've got 2 down for Devin Nordstrom. Nordstrom is a junior, I believe. In his 7th grade year, Davin's 8th grade year, they were both on a team together over in Pasadena. In fact, Jared Wells, who plays right field for our Village, was also on that team. Curveball over for a strike. That's the kind of fraternity, I guess you could say, that baseball has. Davin played on a team this past fall with a couple of guys from Muir. A number of years ago, played on a team in Pasadena with Devin at the plate. The pitch is high. And Jared Wells from right field. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Nordstrom. Here's the next pitch. That runs inside. Nordstrom, a junior, is 0 for 3 on the season. So this is his 4th at-bat. He's usually a pitcher. Checks his swing. He went around. 2-2. So Asagura had a base hit, a walk, and a hit by pitch, an RBI, and a run scored for his day. Here's the 2-2. missing outside, and the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 6th inning, 4-0 Village on top in this exhibition ball game. Leone shakes off the catcher, does it again. Now he's ready. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards center field. Cole got a late break on it, and he's not going to get there as it bounces in the Bermuda Triangle between center field, short, and second. Leone goes to cover second base as nobody was there. And it's a base hit for Nordstrom. So he gets his first hit of the ball game, his first hit of the season. So Nordstrom with his lead from first after the 2-out single. And the pitch to the plate is taken for a ball. Next pitch, ball 2 to Walker. He walked his last time up, popped up to short, and then in the first inning reached on a dropped third strike and scored a run. 2-0 the count. Now we've got time as Walker has to tie his shoe or his golden cleats. So we've got a delay in the action. So now we're ready to resume play as Leone back up on the mound and Walker back in the right-handed batter's box. 2-0 the count. Nordstrom with his lead from first. They throw over there. They had him leaning, but he got back to the bag. Four nothing Village here in the 6th inning. Kovarik holding the runner on. There goes Nordstrom. The pitch is swung on. There's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Nordstrom will take third. The throw coming from right field, not in time. And you've got runners at the corners. So the hit and run worked. Had Aldretti break towards second base to cover the throw on the stolen base, and Walker put it right where he left it. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs, puts runners at the corners. And number 12 at the plate, yep, that's Eric Asagura, the designated hitter. He doubled in 2 in the first inning, walked in the third, and hit back to the box in the 4th. So he's 1 for 2. Let's see if they get the runner going at first. There he goes. And the pitch in the dirt gets away from Kataoka. And Walker at second base. So Nordstrom at third, Walker at second. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. 4-0 Village on top, but they're threatening with more here with Asagura, the number 5 hitter, in the lineup at the plate. Matthew Vilches on deck. Leone has the pitch he wants. Now he's ready and deals, and the pitch is swung on. There's a fly ball towards left field. Left fielder giving chase, and it's a foul ball.
Over the fence?
Yeah, it went over the fence, but it was a foul ball. So just a long strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. It's almost like you should walk him and face Vilches with the bases loaded. Yep. Swinging, there's a comebacker. Leone throws over to first, and the inning is over. 1-3 on the putout. That's the second consecutive time now that Asagura hit back to the box. So after nearly giving up a 3-run home run, Leone gets the ground out back to him, over to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Do it for the Nitros. It's the top of the lineup. Edom, Kataoka, and Jenks. We're back with the bottom of the 6th right after this.
Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown LA. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at arroyovistainn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com. Scandia Cleaning Service has been cleaning churches, private schools, and offices for over 30 years. And now you can take advantage of their experience, knowledge, and skills and have your facility cleaned by a company that will take a personal interest in both your regular and special cleaning needs. Call Scandia Cleaning Service at 818-388-5546 for a free estimate. Call 818-388-5546. That's Scandia Cleaning Service, where all work is done with care to your satisfaction. Do your child a favor and open a checking and savings account for them at Los Angeles Federal Credit Union. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union helps young people make smart financial choices with free financial literacy classes and low-rate loan programs customized for first-time borrowers. Great customer service. Flowers.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0 is the score. Crusaders on top. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crusaders. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Nitros. So Edom leading things off here in the 6th inning. Struck out and flew out to center field. He gave it a ride last time, but the vast outfield held the ball in, and so he's up there facing Hawley for the second time. And so here's the pitch. First pitch swinging. There's a drive into left field. That drops in for a base hit. Now gets by the left fielder, Vilches. So David's going to take off for second base. The ball goes to the fence. He's looking 3. So why not take it 3? And he goes in with a triple. Now the ball gets away from the third baseman, but not far enough for the runner to advance. And David gets a triple. So that's the first hit off of Hawley. So David goes 1 for 3 on the day. And now you've got Kataoka at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Looking for the squeeze, and they've got David run down between second and third. Here comes the throw, and then David falls down, and the ball still gets away from the pitcher, and he'll come in and score. So the Nitros get a run, bad news Bears way. There was a suicide squeeze. Kataoka, I guess the pitch was really outside. He wasn't going to be able to get the ball down. So David was hung up between home and third. The catcher, Walker, threw it to Velos. Velos started to run David towards home. David falls down. Velos throws the ball to, I guess, would have been Hawley, the pitcher, and the ball gets by the pitcher, goes to the backstop, and David ends up scoring. And the Nitros on the board. It's 4-1. Got to Oak at the plate. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 2-0. Yep. Yeah, so now we've got time as the pitching coach heading to the mound for the Crusaders. So it was an interesting turn of events. So it was a base hit in front of Vilches in left field. Vilches then just missed the ball after the ball landed. They didn't even touch it. So it goes to the fence. So David ends up at third. Then they try the suicide squeeze, which really hasn't been successful this year for the Nitros. But the pitch was so far outside that Kataoka was never going to be able to even get a bat on it. And so the catcher catches it, has David Cotton a rundown. David starts heading to third. Walker throws it to Velos. So then David starts coming home. Velos goes to throw to the catcher as David falls to the ground, sprawled out, spread eagle style. And then when Velas throws to the plate, Davin's on the ground, but the ball gets away from the pitcher, Hawley, who came home to cover, goes to the backstop, and so Davin comes stumbling, bumbling, fumbling home, diving head first, and scores the run. And that's why we have the Facebook Live stream. Swinging, there's a bouncing ball towards second. Lopes has it. Throws to first in time, a la reminiscent of that Davy Lopes that occupied second base at Chavez Ravine. So 4-3 on the putout. We've got one down for Darian Jenks. He is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the first. And then he grounded out to short. There's the pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Leone on deck. There's the next pitch from Hawley. Curveball over for strike 2. Looking to make quick work of Jenks here. After giving up the leadoff triple to Davin, and then the run scored. Jenks got a piece of it. Chops it foul at the third base line. So the count remains 0-2. So the Nitros, in the 6th inning of ball games this year, have now scored their 5th run. A run on 3 hits. Hawley is ready and deals, and the fastball waved at and missed. Jenks chasing one low and away, and he strikes out. That is the 4th strikeout for Hawley, the 9th Nitro batter to go down on strikes. And that brings up Leone. He's 0 for 2. Grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the 1st inning. Opened up the 4th inning, grounding out to second base. Fastball missing low from Hawley. Ball 1. So the Nitros return to action tomorrow against Muir here at home. 3:30 start time. We'll have the game for you. There's the 1-0. Swung on, fouled up off the overhang. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The Nitros have an opportunity to win tomorrow. You know, Muir, they got on base with a lot of free passes. The walks and the hit by pitches, stole bases, put the bunt down, manufactured some runs. But it was a 4-3 ball game until late in the game, and actually the Nitros led 3-2. Pitch is in the dirt, ball 2. Nitros got 2 runs in the top of the first, and then they gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the first with a single, a couple of walks, and some stolen bases. Swinging, there's a ground ball booted at second base by Lopes, who was trying to backhand it, and Leone is aboard on the error. First error of the ball game for the Crusaders, and that brings up Trent Lucerian. Trent 1 for 2, singled, stole a base in the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 4th. So Trent standing in, all disheveled. He's got his one pant leg up to his knee, showing some flesh on the calf, and then he's got his other pant leg. Actually, I guess he's both got him up. Swings at the first pitch. First time I've seen anybody have their pant leg go above the stirrup, showing flesh. You slide, you're going to get cut up. Swings at the next pitch, fouls it off first base side, back out of play. 0-2 the count. So Hawley a pitch away from getting out of it. Leone taking his lead away from first. Here's the pitch from Hawley. Curveball waved at and missed, and down goes Trent. So the Nitros pick up a run. They do that on 1 hit. I guess there was actually technically two Crusader errors, because one was the fielding error and the other was the throwing error back to the plate that scored Davin. And the 1 man left on. So we head to the 7th inning, 4-1. Crusaders on top. We're back with the 7th right after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you.
that heals me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move.
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like mine.
Be like Mike.
Oh,
Be like Mike.
Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Oh, be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
So we head to the seventh inning, 4-1. Village on top and due up for the Crusaders. Vilches, Lopes, and Benefield. Vilches came in relief of Rolls, and he flew out to right field to open the fifth inning in his first at bat. So Leon looking for his fifth inning in relief of Burke, and the pitch is taken high, ball one. So Vilches, Lopes, and Benefield. Next pitch over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 4-1 here in the seventh inning. Nitros trailing by 3. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. 2-1. So Burke started going 2 innings. Next pitch swung on, popped up foul territory. That's going to be the rebound off the chain link by the shot put area. Burke started, went 2 innings, striking out 2, walking 1. He allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, hitting the batter. Leon has gone 4 innings so far, striking out 4, walking 3, allowing a run. He's hit 2 batters. Hasn't given up a hit yet. Curveball taken high, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Vilches. 4-1 here in the seventh inning. Leon has the pitch he wants and delivers. Curveball swinging. There's a ground ball taken up by Jenks near second base. Throws the first on a strong throw. And we've got 1 down. He's really been an anchor there at short. There was some question coming into this season as to what shortstop was going to be like. Bryce Wong was there last year. Then the year before that, you had Orlando Diaz. And Jenks taking over the helm at short and doing a good job this year. Lopes, 0 for 1, struck out. Caught looking his first time up. Takes the pitch off the mark, ball 1. On deck, Benefield. Unless we've got somebody else. It looks like we might have somebody else on deck. Curveball floats in upstairs. 2-0. Leon is ready and deals. 3-0 as the pitch is upstairs. So last inning he got 2 outs. The first 2 batters he faced and then gave up back-to-back hits. Yeah, so he did give up 2 hits. Thought I was missing something. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. So I guess Lopes, much like Titchener, had the green light, 3-0. And that runs inside, ball 4. Fourth walk offered up by Leon. Four walks, 2 hits, 2 hit batters. So we've got a new hitter at the plate, taking over for Benefield. Catch his number here in a minute. We'll pass it along to you. Throw to first, not in time. Could this be Ryan Kim, number 21? Runner with his lead from first. And Leon's going to throw over there. Yes, Ryan Kim, number 21. Kim, a sophomore, is 0 for 1 on the season. Takes a curveball over for a strike. He also has a walk. So he's only had 2 at-bats or 2 plate appearances. This is his 3rd trip to the plate this year. Nothing and 1 to count. Lopes with his lead away from first. The next pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. There goes the runner on a delayed steal to throw down to second, not in time. So Lopes now at second, strike 2 the count to Kim at the plate. Hawley due up next. When the Nitros bat in the bottom of the 7th, they'll have Kovarik, Harley, Titchener, if anyone should get on, Aldretti, and then the top of the lineup, if you get that far. Big lead at second base by Lopes. Oh, he could have taken third easily. He was halfway between second and third on the delivery as the pitch is low, ball 1. What is Lopes? He's a junior. He's got a big lead. Now we've got time at the plate. Seems like stealing third would be pretty easy with a left-handed pitcher up on the mound and a right-handed batter in the box. There he goes. Pitch swung on. There's a ground ball to third. Daven has it, and then he'll just tag out the runner Lopes that was running right to him. So Lopes was on the move, trying to steal third, and unfortunately for him, Kim hit a 2-hopper right to Daven at third, who fielded it and then said, "Hello, Lopes," and tagged him out. Lopes tried to retreat back to second base, but couldn't get away with it. U5 on the fielder's choice. We've got 2 down. A good play there at third base. Aiden Hawley now at the bat. He's 1 for 3. Singled and stole a base. Scored a run in the second. That was the last run scored by Village in the ball game back in the second. And then he flew out to center and flew out to right. 1 for 3. Runner with his lead from first. The pitch swinging. There's a chopper pulled foul third base side. So strike 1 the count to Hawley. We expect him to come out for the bottom of the 7th. Haven't seen anybody in the Crusaders bullpen. So now Benefield back in running for Kim, and he'll go back to center field for the Crusaders. Throw to first, not in time. Benefield back to the bag. 4-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Crusaders 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and then the Nitros picking up 1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swinging, there's a chopper over the middle, and that gets into center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Benefield as Cole gets it back in. And so with 2 outs, you've got runners at first and second for the Crusaders, and for Hawley, his second single of the ball game. 3rd hit off of Leon, 7th hit in the ball game for the Crusaders, and that brings the top of the lineup. Danny Velos. He's 1 for 4, struck out his last time up. Singled and scored in the first, grounded out to third in the second, and flew out to left field in the fourth before striking out last inning. Leon checks the runner at second and delivers to the plate. A curveball missing, ball 1. On deck, Armando Aragon. So Benefield at second, Hawley at first with 2 outs. Leon into his 5th inning of work of relief. Here's the pitch. swinging. There's a fly ball towards left field. Harley going back, has a beat on it, is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So for the Crusaders, no runs on one hit, no Nitro errors, and 2 men left on. The Crusaders have left 12 men on through the 7 innings and plated 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the 7th, do or die time for the Nitros. Kovarik, Harley, and Titchener. We're back with the bottom of the 7th right after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. Guzzle down and taste the thrill of the day, and feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day, and feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Nitros trailing the Crusaders by a score of 4-1. And due up for the Nitros, Kovarik, Harley, and Titchener. So we've got a new pitcher now. Number 11. So Hawley ends up going 4 innings, striking out 4, allowing a run on a hit. And number 11 is Kenta Harakawa. So Harakawa taking over for Hawley to close out the ball game. And so Adrian Aguayo will bat in place of Kovarik. Kovarik went 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. And so for Adrian, a left-handed batter, standing in. He's 0 for 7 on the season. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a run scored. There's the pitch. Taken high, ball 1. Last year, he finished league play hitting .429. He went 3 for 7 in league action last year with 2 singles and a double. And then on the season last year, he ended with a .214 average, which was right at the team average. Next pitch, high and outside, ball 2. 2-0. Last year, the Nitros averaged just under 2 runs a game. They were shut out 8 times. There's ball 3. And they were outscored 47-0 last year at one point through those 4 games, through a 4-game shutout spree. Only scored 22 league runs in league play last year. Pitch outside, ball 4. And Aguayo walks on 4 straight pitches. What's that guy want? So Aguayo draws the walk. And that now brings up Nolan Wong. And Nord will run for Aguayo. So Nord running over at first base. He was on JV the last couple of games. The first pitch swinging, a fly ball towards right field. The right fielder is there. Jared Wells out there making the catch. His dad used to be the fire chief for the city of Pasadena. I take that back. Let's see. So he took the place of Harley. And now you've got Burke standing back in, re-entering, takes a pitch over for a strike. So Burke walked his first time up, and he takes the next pitch for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. We're in the 7th inning, 4-1. Nitros on top. There goes Nord. The pitch swung on, fouled off. And now Burke down the count. A ball and 2 strikes. So Nord was running on the play. What you want to avoid is they strike him out, throw him out, double play. Swinging, there's a ground ball up the middle, taken at short by Aragon. He goes to second in time, I believe, or did they drop the ball? I believe the ball was dropped at second base by the second baseman covering, and so everybody's safe. Yeah. So Nord at second, Burke at first. He reaches on the error. It was a nice play defensively by the shortstop. But then when he tossed it to the second baseman, he just dropped the ball, and that brings to the plate Aldretti 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Takes a big cut. 0-1 the count. So Nitro's making it interesting here in the bottom of the 7th. You've got 1 out, runners at first and second. Aldretti represents the tying run at the plate. There's the pitch from. It's over for a strike. Harakawa up on the mound there for the Crusaders. Aldretti down in the count now, 0-2. Leadoff hitter, David Edom on deck. There goes Nord to third. The throw to third, not in time as Nord slides under the tag. Burke still at first. So Nord with a stolen base. You've got runners at the corners now. You still have a double play opportunity if you're the Crusaders. 1-2 the count. And now we've got time. Apparently Walker behind the plate not getting the signal as far as the pitch goes from the Crusaders dugout, or at least the first and third situation, I guess is what he wanted. With a runner at first and third, the defense usually puts on a play, so if the runner from first goes, everyone knows where the catcher is going to be throwing the ball to. The pitch swinging. There's a fly ball towards left field. The left fielder Vilches is there, makes the catch. Nord is tagging. The throw to the plate, not in time, and Nord scores. The ball gets away from the catcher, and now Burke will take second base. So Nord scores on the sacrifice fly by Aldretti. He'll pick up an RBI. Nord gets a run scored. Runner at second is Burke, and that brings up the leadoff hitter, David Edom. 1 for 3, tripled and scored a run back in the 6th inning. 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Crusaders. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Nitros. And now we've got a timeout on the field as everybody's conferencing with everybody. You've got the 2 coaches talking with the umpire. You've got people on the mound. You've got the third base coach talking to people down there. So Kenta Harakawa comes in relief of Hawley. And he has, well, I guess it's just the error. The walk. Scored the run. But then you had a fly ball out. You had an error and a sac fly. Stolen base in the mix as well. So he hasn't really done that much wrong, so to speak, has Harakawa. And they're going to walk David. Have runners at first and second. So apparently the triple was too much for the Crusaders to handle. And so Davin, drawing the respect of the Crusaders, gets the walk, and they want to face Kataoka, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Plus, you got to force at any base, too, with the walk. And now you've got Andrew Doe running that second base. I believe that's Doe running that second base. So Harakawa delivers a curveball over for a strike. So the tying run at first base, Kataoka represents the winning run. Strike one the count. Harakawa looks back at second base, nobody covering. Doe taking his lead. Edom away from first. Infield playing back with 2 outs. They turn, pickoff move, and there's a no throw. They might have had him too. Doe was leaning toward third. Lopes broke to the bag, and Harakawa turned to throw but never released the ball. That gets your heart palpitating. Strike one the count. There's the pitch. Curveball swung on, fouled off. Nitros down to the final strike. So this is the place you like to be. The pressure on, get a base hit, score a run. Keep the inning alive. On deck, should we get that far, Darian Jenks. So Harakawa at the plate, or at the on the mound, looking into the plate area, get the sign. Kataoka's at the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed, and that's the ball game. So the Nitros made it interesting down the stretch, but they come up short. The final score, Village wins it by a score of 4-2. They get 4 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors for the Crusaders. For the Nitros, they pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Nitros do commit an error.